Bags are packed. Coffee's being consumed. Let's roll. Here in Dr. Dre from Big Bear Hunting and Fishing, located right now in Craig, Montana, with the
Mark Raisler
from Headhunters.
Right on.
Hey, we had a great day on the water yesterday. We put almost 20 fish in the boat. Our two guides were fantastic.
Yeah.
And tell me a little bit about how this place started and what you do out here.
Well, this place, Headhunters?
Yeah.
We started in 08. We used to work for our neighbors, and we were looking for a change, and so were they. So we started this outfit in 08, and we couldn't be any happier. Yeah, it's gotten much, much larger and than we ever expected. At least than I did. I think my business partner can see this vision, but I can only see about this.
I kind of have the same problem with mine.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
right. I'm the big dreamer.
Yeah, that's right.
And
yeah,
he's back
see
there
the
with
vision, man.
He's got the little Chinese.
I'm counting the pennies.
That's right.
Hold on.
He's using the abacus every time.
You got to work up to a nickel. Maybe if you start counting nickels, you'll
count
nickels. Yeah, that's right.
Is this like one of the top places on the planet to fly fish in this area?
You know, for trout, absolutely. You know, I think it's one of the premier resources for trout fishing. One of the great reasons that people come to the Missouri is every skill set can be, happy here and challenged. So if you're just a rank beginner, there's something for you there, and we can catch fish. So we always catch fish. There's 3,500 rainbows and 800 or 700 or 800 browns per mile, catchable fish, so a lot of trout. So you can throw your fly in the water and get pretty close to a fish anywhere you're at. The second thing is, it's a 12-month resource. So obviously we're in peak season, kind of June and July, our peak season, but this is a 12-month resource. So you can come here when there's nobody around as well. So it's really a great 12-month resource with challenges at every level for any and that means kids as well, so it's definitely kid friendly because you can catch them. And then, here the next couple of months, it'll get increasingly more difficult with the dry fly stuff, which is, June and July is our peak season for the PMDs and the caddis and our tricos. So you can be challenged at the highest level as well and find successes, like I said, all the way through that spectrum. So that's what I think is one of the greatest things about the Missouri is, and our average size fish. That'd be kind of the third thing. You've seen those fish out there, 16, 17, 18 inches is your average fish, with many, many above that. So really a number of factors that make this an unbelievable resource.
I tell you, what's really amazing is, and I don't know if this is how you educate your your guides, but what I thought was great is one of our guides is trying to set us up so when we go home we're better.
Yeah.
So he told us to bring our own rods today, and we're going to set things up so that way maybe we can fish a little bit shallower.
Yeah.
But I think that was really awesome.
Oh, absolutely.
We're going home with a whole boatload of knowledge.
You should take something home with you. It shouldn't be resource. I mean, obviously, there's plenty of resource-specific stuff, but just becoming a better angler, spending that time with a guy who spends every day thinking about trout fishing, is something absolutely that I think everybody should be able to take home. As you know, not everybody does that. Some people resist, but those who, I know when I go on a guide trip, and I'd love to get guided as well, I'm guided 10 to 15 days a year. I'm always asking, you got to tell me, don't do that anymore. Here's what you should do. And that's a kind of direct learning that I need, don't do that anymore. Do this. And I've taken many, many things home for whether it be a saltwater trip or fishing on the Yellowstone or a different resource. And I think that's so valuable to be able to be a sponge and able to let that stuff, set in so you can bring it home with you. Yeah.
He caught the first fish yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah.
I got to tell you, man, the experience was beyond magical. It really was.
Yeah.
And going back to the guides, they were so on point because being out here, you're trying to take everything in, you kind of like forget you're fishing sometimes.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you got your guy go hit. You're like, all right, there you go. You know what I mean? Or, you know, do the little thing over there. So it was. They were excellent. The other thing I wanted to point out was a shop.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my gosh, absolutely beautiful shop. If you guys find yourself out here, you have to come to Headhunters. I mean, every single thing on the wall, I'm like, I need that, I need that, I need that, I need that. You know,
Good, we're doing things right if you want most of it. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go buy something right now.
Yeah. No, we've got great merchandisers and,
Yeah.
and people who definitely are thinking ahead of the curve, and we appreciate that. I think it's well merchandised as well. Yeah, and that's an evolution also. I know when we started, there wasn't many things on the wall, so we're very fortunate to be here in Craig, which does have the 12-month season and able to stock accordingly. Yeah.
Well, the greatest thing that we're going to do on our way home is we're going to actually stock Big Bear with one of everything he's got in his house. So you're going to have a great afternoon, bud. So anyways, if you are looking to go and have the most incredible fly fishing experience in Montana, go to Headhunters, talk to Mark, and then who's our lady that handles everything inside?
Julie and Sarah, the brains of the entire operation.
She said that she is the head hunter.
She is the head hunter. Yeah. People ask me a lot of questions to get things done, and I just say, I just defer and refer to the two gals who keep oil the machine. Yeah, that's right. That's absolutely right.
So again, check us out. We're going to put a link on our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel to come here if you're in Montana and go to Headhunters. Mark, thank you very much for your time, brother.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your trip. Yeah.
Willie Ways here and Andre from Big Bear Hunting and Fishing, and we hope that you enjoyed the video. We wanted to take you on an adventure to help you maybe want to find your own adventure in fly fishing. We were lucky enough to travel out to Craig, Montana, to a beautiful house, beautiful land. It was just really, it was amazing. I mean, the scenery was beautiful.
You can't, like, you're even having a hard time finding the words to describe it, right?
Correct.
You just can't. I don't think the words exist in the English language.
They don't. And the video looks beautiful, but still being there, the mountains look bigger, everything looks enormous.
Yeah.
But one of the things we wanted to try to finish up with the video is the gear that we went out with. As you know, with any kind of guide service, you basically get there and they have all the gear right then and there. You use their stuff and you go home with fish. We did a lot of that, but at the end of the day, we went back to the ranch that we were staying at, and we suited up with all of the possible gear that you would need, and it was all from Big Bear. And one of the great things that we were able to do was catch fish on our own, without the guides. I mean, we went to parts of the river that we fished during the day, so we kind of knew a couple of spots, but putting boots on and waders on and going out there.
Yeah, the trip was, I think we did 2 days, about 23 miles on the river that we did with the guide service, but you spend 8 hours during the day, go home, eat, and then you go back fishing again. You're out there to go fishing. So we spent a lot of time in the evening hours, which you say evening, but it's not dark. It doesn't get dark out there till 11:30. And we would wait out and use our own stuff to go
fishing.
We were on our own.
We did a couple of really nice hikes where we had to go in about a mile and we walked some farmland and saw some elk, and that was pretty intense.
I had a little bit of a different experience as far as the hike was
concerned. His boot fell apart.
and we'll probably, I'm sure you guys saw that on the video, but it was I mean, even though I was in the situation I was in, yeah, it was definitely gorgeous going out there.
It was still magical.
It was still magical. I pushed my body past its limits, but it was definitely worth it.
So some of the gear that I brought out is actually gear that we carry in stock at Big Bear. This is a Redington crosswater, and this was a combo. All I had to do is basically put a tippet on it, which is the very end part of the string in which you attach your flies to. And this did really well. I was able to catch some fish on my own, and I was only into this for just around 130 bucks. Some of the other gear, besides the rod that you want to have when you're fly fishing, is obviously something to put it on. So these vests we carry also at Big Bear. And we're going to get into some of the gear that I had on me that you guys can see close up. All right. So some of the things that you're going to want attached to your vest is you're going to want these Dr. Slicks. These are great because when you're in the water, you're grabbing stuff. You know, you're even trying to grab your net. It's easy to have things right in front of you. So, you know, clippers are obviously huge. These are loon. Actually, Ray gave me this, or Mark, and what this is going to do, that's going to hold the hook. So when you put the hook on there, you can spin it and then make your knot. Other things that you want to have on you as you're getting attacked by a bee.
Get out of here, bumblebee.
It's just why are you scared of bumblebees?
I'm not, but he's like in my face.
All right. So some of the other things that you're going to need is something to hold your flies. These are some flies that we brought back from Montana. You got some nymphs, and you got some flies and worms, all of the different levels or different life cycles. So you're gonna want something like that. This is great because it floats. What else do I got in here? Oh my God, I stole a rock from Montana.
Oh my gosh.
So I took a rock.
Where's your bag of bacon?
My bag of bacon. I think I took that out. You're gonna need
strike indicators.
These are strike indicators. So if you're moving in some good water, you know, these are good. What else do I got in here? Let's see. You're gonna want to keep some line. All right, so if you have to make your own tippets on the fly, you can.
Get it on the fly?
Get it on the fly. Here's some looped leaders that you can use as well. So you always want to have kind of a little bit of a backup. What do I have over here? I got another Dr. Slick kind of retractable thing. And then I have another spool as well. So when we fish, most of the time we're fishing on the top of the water. If you want to start fishing at the bottom, you can use like a sinking line. And I keep that with me too, because it's easy just to go from reel to reel. So I have a floating line and I have a sinking line. That goes with me. I have some more flies here, and again, you're always looking at what the fish are eating on top of the water. So you're always kind of jumping around from different flies because you got to try to match what they're eating. More of those. I think that's all I have in here. So there you have it. So we have all of the gear to get you in for your fly fishing adventure right at Big Bear. We can help you get the right stuff. We can help you pick out the right flies. But we can't fish for you, so that's up to you.
Yeah.
All right, so again, hope you enjoyed the video, and go find your next adventure.